A casual scroll through Instagram wouldn't prepare you for what's unfolding in the Beckham household. A minor social media slight, a wedding dress slight, a skipped birthday post. It all looks so harmless, yet collectively, it's massive. Behind the polished photos and red carpet moments, a family feud is quietly exploding. Tonight, we unpack every detail of the tensions between Brooklyn Beckham, Nicola Peltz, Victoria, and David Beckham. You're going to want to stick around. This story is wild, messy, and deeply human. The public block that started it all, and it all began innocently enough. In late March 2025, when a journalist covering Brooklyn and Nicola's relationship was suddenly blocked on Instagram by both of them. At first glance, this seems typical in the age of thin skin and private accounts, but it was the why that sparked alarm. Sources say Brooklyn knew exactly what he was doing, sending a message by removing access. Victoria became furious. The act was a betrayal in her eyes, especially given her own strict control over the family's public image. It wasn't just blocking, it was a sign that something was broken. A perfect image from day one. Let's rewind to where it all started. March 1999. Brooklyn Beckham is born into global fame. 4 months later, his parents David and Victoria tie the knot, proudly showcasing baby Brooklyn in royal purple. He is, by birth, a Beckham, brand Beckham. From that moment on, this kid grows up on magazine covers, flashbulbs, luxury, and pressure, but cracks began to show in 2004, when David uprooted to Real Madrid and Victoria initially refused to follow. It was he, 8 months pregnant, traveling solo. Already, life was teaching Brooklyn its lessons. The Madrid allegations that shook their bond. Moving to Madrid meant more than a career shift for David. It sparked gossip. Rumors of an affair with a personal assistant surfaced, sending Victoria into a fury and shattering their partnership's public image. Soon after, Victoria and baby Brooklyn joined David, but the emotional fallout stayed. In those early years, Brooklyn became Victoria's rock, her little man. They grew inseparable. She introduced him at award shows, calling him the most handsome man in the room. In her arms, he became her solace during months of turmoil. Brooklyn blossoms from model son to independent adult. From teenager to adult, Brooklyn carved his own identity. His first public relationship with Chloe Grace Moretz hinted at a softer, artistic side, admiration for film, photography, quiet confidence. In 2019, the spotlight shifted to Nicola Peltz at Leonardo DiCaprio's Halloween party. She checked every box in David and Victoria's eyes: posh events, celebrity pedigree, aspirational style. The family loved her, and the new couple announced themselves on Instagram, a modern fairy tale. Beckham 2.0 was emerging. Wedding bells and the first discord. Fast forward to April 2022, Brooklyn and Nicola's opulent wedding, staged over multiple days. But something set the story off course, a detail that proved to be big. None of Nicola's wedding gowns were designed by Victoria. 3 dresses, but 0 Victoria Beckham. Sources say Nicola had dreamed of her wedding since childhood, perhaps expecting full creative freedom. Victoria, never one to tolerate slight, saw it as a snub. It may have been subtle, but in a family built on brand loyalty, it cut deep. Behind the scenes power plays. In the months following, the family carefully maintained a rehearsed unity. But behind closed doors, Nicola was absent from major fashion events, including Victoria's shows. No family vacations captured in summer photos. The Instagram DM loving that once tied them together. Gone. Brooklyn attended some events solo or with friends, but Nicola, not invited. The signals were clear. Mother-in-law and daughter-in-law were estranged, and David and Victoria were playing defense. Cloud 23, a recipe for fissures. October 2024 came next. Brooklyn launched Cloud 23, his hot sauce brand named after David's iconic jersey number. Debuted in London with family on stage, but post-launch, public appearances by Brooklyn and Nicola dropped to 0. The once invincible family public brand started to sputter. The heat should have brought everyone together, but it quietly widened the gap. The anniversary, silence that spoke volumes. April 12th, 2025, should have been celebratory. Brooklyn and Nicola's third wedding anniversary. But no wishes. Oddly, Brooklyn posted a bouquet photo, lauding a gift from Nicola's parents. He deleted it almost immediately and re-uploaded with a caption praising his in-laws, ignoring his own. That digital moment wasn't just about gratitude, it was a declaration. See who's not here. Messages were loud and clear. More missed milestones, Mother's Day, birthday snubs. 3 days later, Victoria's 51st birthday rolled around. No Instagram post from Brooklyn. Usually thoughtful, he let the day pass without acknowledgement. On April 19th, talk began about David's 50th birthday parties. Weeks before, invitations were reportedly extended, yet not one Beckham showed up. The photos spread fast. David and Victoria in party outfits, Brooklyn and Nicola in private jets to France. Invitations turned into ghosted absences, and the world watched. Celebration in Bordeaux without the sun. May 2nd, David's Big 5-0 featured vineyard dinners and Parisian nights with the immediate family. Brooklyn and Nicola were noticeably missing. The betrayal was broadcast in real time. Later, David posted a fishing trip photo from the Scottish Highlands. Brooklyn was there too. The subtext was chilling, literally fishing instead of attending Dad's birthday celebration. It was the most public sign of disconnection the Beckhams had ever shown. The TikTok-style drama played out in daily feeds. May 4th saw evening dinners in Notting Hill. Sources claim Brooklyn and Nicola were invited 6 months in advance, but didn't attend. Instead, David posted more fishing pics quietly referencing their absence. The point was made. The family feud was now out in the open. Not curated, no red carpets, just emojis and missing tags. Instagram was the battleground. Blame, explanations, and finger-pointing. On May 8th, TMZ reported that Brooklyn and Nicola had skipped an event because they felt uncomfortable around Romeo's girlfriend, Kim Turnbull. That narrative felt contrived. Romeo and Kim didn't attend the fishing parties, so why? People speculated that the rift had existed months earlier. Nicola might have felt controlled by Victoriophobia, while Brooklyn perhaps wanted to support his wife. And it all echoes the mantra, don't shoot the messenger. In this case, Nicola is perceived as the one who came between. The royal mirrors, echoes of Harry and Meghan. As the drama spun out, comparisons to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle began flooding feeds. Nepo baby marries American older woman, moves abroad, becomes distant, feud with Brits. Social media speculated, is this just the Beckhams going through their Windsor moment? Press coverage all but asked Victoria if Brooklyn had left the fold. Behind the scenes, the Beckhams reportedly dismissed comparisons as absurd. But the headlines persist. Family love and brand damage. This isn't just emotional, it's economic. Beckham is a global brand. Clothing, fragrances, restaurants. The tight-knit image sold to sponsors is dissolving. Victoria is unhappy. David is hurt. Siblings Romeo and Cruz have pulled away. Pictures of birthday parties and pinky promises remain unposted. Another party, another photo with empty seats. And Instagram silently judges. If this Inside the Vault script resonates, smash that like button, subscribe for more real-life drama broken down, and ring the bell. Because this feud has chapters yet to be written. Drop your thoughts below. Are you Team Beckham or Team Brooklyn? And what do you think is the next family move?